Justin Trudeau's been saying farewell to Canadians for days now. And one of his videos, it actually featured the consummate drama teacher breaking down into tears as he informed Canadians who are so poor now they can't even afford to listen to him, with tears running down his face, that he had always had their back. Here is what that looks like.
On a personal level, I've made sure that every single day in this office, I put Canadians first, that I have people's backs. And that's why I'm here to tell you all that we got you. Even in the very last days of this government, we will not let Canadians down.
Well, I feel very reassured. That was another brilliant performance by Justin Trudeau. Interestingly, though, of course, Justin Trudeau decided to spend his last days in government, and he is still prime minister for the moment, celebrating the things that he is most passionate about, which would be abortion and the LGBT agenda. So on March 8, he sent a standalone tweet saying, "We have fought hard to protect women's rights in Canada. I have faith Canadians will keep that fight going no matter what, because there's no room to go back. Not now, not ever." And this guy is such an abortion enthusiast, because when he says there's no room to go back, may I remind everybody that Canada is the only democracy that permits abortion right up until birth for any reason or for no reason at all. So there's plenty of room to go back. And in fact, the R.V. Morgentaler Supreme Court decision in 1988 actually sent the issue to Parliament and told them to restrict abortion. And the only female Supreme Court justice at the time, Bertha Wilson, actually figured abortion should be restricted sometime in the second trimester. And so because 80% of Canadians, according to the National Post, don't know that abortion is legal up until birth, Trudeau can get away with tweets like that while pretending that what he doesn't mean is sticking the scissors in the skull of a full-term baby, or actually paying to send women who are over 30 weeks to the United States to get a late-term abortion. These are the kinds of things, by the way, that do actually happen. So it's easy to kind of cloak the gruesome reality of the feticide funded and facilitated by the Canadian government with phrases like women's rights, while ignoring the fact that Canada is unbelievably radical on this issue. And this is a really, really, really good kept secret, because as I mentioned, the National Post noted that 80% of Canadians don't even know that this is the case. And when We Need a Law, which is a pro-life organization here in Canada, put up billboards right across Canada in most of the provinces that just read, "Canada has no abortion laws," the Abortion Rights Coalition of Canada campaigned to get those billboards taken down, because they claimed that even though it was factually correct, it might lead to the wrong conclusions. In other words, it's true Canada has no abortion laws, but they know that that fact makes people recoil in horror, and as such, they even wanted to censor a bland statement of political fact. So that's what Justin Trudeau is all about. Let me play a clip from his farewell speech. I hope this is the last time that we hear from him on these issues. Somehow I suspect that that might not be the case. He does still have the Trudeau Foundation, but here's how he decided to head off into the sunset.
We're a country that celebrates the right of each and every person to be who they want to be, to pray as they pray, and love whom they love. We're a country that will always defend a woman's right to choose.
As I've said before on the Bridgehead briefing, these are the issues that Justin Trudeau is genuinely passionate about. He doesn't know a whole lot about economics. He doesn't know a whole lot about social policy. Many of his big initiatives have been a flop, but when it comes to these issues, he's passionate. He's genuinely fiery, and it's the thing that he wants to be talking about most of the time. And so now we'll see if Mark Carney ends up doing the same thing. Like Justin Trudeau, Mark Carney self-identifies as Catholic. He took pains to mention the church that he goes to during his acceptance speech on Sunday. But we'll see if that makes any difference when it comes to Justin Trudeau's radical approach to social issues. Based on Mark Carney's previous pro-abortion statements, somehow I really doubt it. Thanks so much for joining us on The Bridgehead today. If any of you have any stories that we should cover, please drop a comment below. If you have any vigorous disagreement or heckling you'd like to do, please drop those comments as well. You can find our content wherever you download your podcast. And if you found this content helpful, please do share the video or like it. Thanks so much for listening.